Hi, I'm Conrad Richter from Richters Herbs in Goodwood, Ontario. I'm very pleased to be part of this project to bring together quality Canadian growers and quality Canadian manufacturers to produce fabulous products for sale in Canada and internationally. Thank you, Anita, for inviting me to participate in today's meeting. And I'm sorry I can't be with you today, but at least I'm providing you this video. Anita asked me to give my recommendations of what herbs that you growers that could grow today, what are in demand. This is a really difficult question to answer. In over 40 years of being in this business, I've seen a lot of changes in the marketplace. I've seen swings in prices and swings in demand, and the changes happen very quickly from one year to the next, it seems. So it's very difficult for me today to tell you, oh, grow these 6 herbs and you'll have great success. It just doesn't work that way. It's a process of working steadily and slowly, working your way up to produce great herbs. And once you have that reputation for growing great herbs, then it becomes easier to sell on the marketplace. If you can establish a contract and a direct relationship with a buyer, that is, of course, a great arrangement. But a lot of buyers and a lot of manufacturers don't want to be tied to one producer. After all, crop failures do happen. And if a manufacturer is expecting, 100 tons or 50 tons of a particular herbal product, a herbal crop, and you can't deliver, well, they put them in a bad position. So this is a great difficulty. So if you do find someone who's willing to work with you on an intimate basis like that, on a contractual basis, that is a wonderful situation. Jump at it, as long as, of course, the economics make sense for you. But most of you will be faced with the situation that you will be growing on speculation. And of course, to grow on speculation of just one single crop is asking for real trouble in this industry. Unlike the conventional agricultural market, where there is always an opportunity to sell your crop. It may not be the price to your liking, but there's always a worldwide demand for soybeans, for wheat, for barley, oats, etc. But in the herb industry, it's not just one herb that you'd be growing. There are hundreds of herbs that the herb industry requires, and each one of these is a very different market on its own. So while one herb might be in tremendous demand this year, next year it may be an oversupply. So for that reason, I always recommend that growers work up to be diversified as possible. Grow at least 6 crops. You may have to start with 1 or 2, but work your way up to at least 6 crops, if not more, if you can't possibly arrange to do more. And if you have other conventional crops, don't give them up yet. Try to keep your farm income as diversified as possible. If you do that, you will find that on balance, on overall, you will have good success. There are growers in Canada who have been doing this for many years and have developed a reputation for quality that has led where they've reached a point where they can pretty much sell everything they can produce. If one buyer is not able to take their crop in 1 year, then there are plenty of other buyers that want to buy from them. So this is what you want to work up to, but it takes time. There's a reputation that you have to build, and you have to learn how to grow these crops, each one of which is quite different. And I can tell you that overall, there are the marketplace is growing, the demand is growing, and there are shortages. The trouble is, I can't tell you what the shortages are going to be next year or the year after when your crops are going to come in. But overall, there's tremendous interest in medicinal herbs in particular, and there have been acute shortages, and some things that just haven't been available even this year and last year. So I encourage all of you to give herbs a really good look and to perhaps put in a test plot and see how it works for you. And if you need any help, any supplies, of course, we're ready to help you.
At Richters, it's not just a garden, it's a whole new world. For herb plants, seeds, veggies, and more, visit us at richters.com or call 1-800-668-4372.